Hello everyone. We are going to get started with Stampin' Bingo Night in just a couple of moments. I wanted to go ahead and start the live just about 2 or 3 minutes early to give you a chance to make sure that you are in the right place, that you have found me here on my business page. I know sometimes it takes a moment to get yourself settled and to be in the right spot, and sometimes you need to refresh your browser in order to see those red words that say that I'm live. So I am going to just give a few minutes. I wish I had a countdown clock. A countdown clock would be really good right here. But I'm going to give it just a couple more minutes. We will start shortly. In the meantime, get settled, get something to nibble on or something to drink. If you are creating along with me tonight, make sure you go grab your packet and some adhesive and scissors, and also like some coloring markers or colored pencils. All right. Also, I would love, my arm is going to be in the way for just a minute here as I am checking my settings. I want to see if I can see the comments, which is going to be really important. Kathy, welcome. I see you. You made it. Yes, everything worked. Cheryl's here. Awesome. All right, I'm going to see what happens if I get to a larger screen. Again, I'm early, so we're just testing things and giving people a chance to get settled. All right, so yes, I wish I had a countdown clock and I wish I had some music playing. Tonight is interesting. There's actually another event occurring in my house tonight. My husband has a meeting, and so between the two different things going on, they might hear me talking, we might hear them laughing. I don't know. That is going to be interesting. All right. This is going to be so fun. We have a good large group that's going to be playing tonight. All right, I'm checking my comments now. Awesome. Okay. A couple of you have already checked in here. Beautiful. Okay, I'm super excited. I'm really excited for our projects tonight too. Okay, I'm just scrolling through my comments. Okay, if you are just joining us tonight, welcome to Stampin' Bingo Night. I'm very excited to be with you. I'm super happy to share some fun projects with you and of course play bingo. When you are able to, if you would put a comment in the comment box, let me know that you are here. Maybe tell us where you're from. I know we have people from out of state again tonight, and also at the same time I am working through my monitor to see if I can see my comments. Which is really important when we get to the bingo part. Okay. All right, Stephanie, hi, welcome. Okay, good. I can see that. I really want a Janae, hi, Janae's back. Woohoo! Yes, yes, let's bingo, let's craft. Let's get our craft on. So as I mentioned, if you've been here for the last 2 or 3 minutes, I signed on here a couple minutes early just to check things, just to help you get situated. I have found that for me, because I'm always watching the live on my laptop, using that as a monitor so that I can read the comments, and often I have to refresh as soon as I start my live, otherwise it doesn't pop up. So I told some of you that you might need to do that as well. Robin is here from Georgia. Welcome, Robin. Laura is here, and Sandy. Okay, you guys, this is awesome. Thank you. That helps me keep up with, that helps me know that I can see my comments, which is going to be really important when we get to bingo. All right, as we're having a few other people join, Lorianne is here. Lorianne's from Tennessee. Janae, this is awesome. My daughter Janae invited some of her friends from way out of state to join in tonight. So they're staying up late so that they can participate. So let me give you a couple of housekeeping things so you can get yourself ready. You're going to want to have your packet. So many of you. Hi, Star. Star made it. She's from Idaho. That's my niece. Hi, I'm so happy to have you. Hey, you're going to want to have your packet handy. You're going to want to put it right in front of you. Many of you are creating with me tonight. Each time that we've had bingo, I've had more and more decide to create along with me. And so if that is you and you have a packet, grab that. You're going to need some adhesive. You're going to need some scissors, and you're going to need something to color with, whether that's markers, colored pencils. If you have to go grab your kids' crayons, grab something to color with. And so I will mention this. I'll mention it now, and I'll mention it also a little bit later. If tonight is just so much fun and you love it, you can express that to me in a couple of ways. One is obviously through the comments here on the live. I would love to have your comments, and even after the fact. Also, I will always post this video as well as all the other card tutorial videos that I do to my YouTube channel. And so a big way that I know that you're enjoying the projects and enjoying stamping along with me is for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would love for you to do that. If after tonight or any time in the future, there are products that you would like to purchase, our current annual catalog is good through the end of April. The new one will come out in May. This mini catalog is brand new, and it started in January and is good through June. And then right now is our celebration time of year, and this means free stuff. So if there's some things that you would like to purchase after watching tonight, you can go to my website, which is stampwithjuliebaum.com, and click on Shop Now. That will actually redirect you to my store site where you can shop online. When you get items in your cart, if you see that your cart subtotal is $50 or more, that's where the celebration comes in. Everything in this little brochure is a free gift with purchase. So there are packets of paper, there are stamp sets, all kinds of fun things. And with a $50 order, you can choose something out of here for free. The rewards do accumulate. So if you hit a $100 subtotal, you can pick 2 gifts, or you can choose some of the gifts that are actually $100 level gifts. So I'll mention that. You can always message me with questions about that. But celebration is going on, current catalogs, and where to purchase products, go to stampwithjuliebaum.com, click on Shop Now. That'll take you to my store site. When you do get to the checkout, it will prompt you for a host code, and the current host code right now through at least the 27th, maybe through the end of the month, I'll see how the next couple days go. This is the current host code. So you would just enter that code at checkout, and that just ties all of the orders together with tonight's Stamp and Bingo. All right, so we're gonna get started. I'm gonna check my, my comments. Awesome, Stephanie's ready to go. Sandy's ready to go. Christina's here. Hi. Okay. I know a bunch of you are ready to start, so we are going to start, and I know that there will be others that join in the next couple minutes. So grab your packet. The first project that we're going to do is with this little box, and so you want to grab your baggie that has that box in it. Also, when you're taking things out of your bag, be super careful because there are tiny things in there like rhinestones and so forth. So in your excitement, don't get all too crazy and dump it out all over the place. You might have something slide off of the table. So the first thing we're going to do is take this white little box. This is called a sweet little box. They come 10 in a package, and they already have self-adhesive on them. I'm going to show you how we put those together. And then you're also going to need from that same baggie all the little parts. So you should have a piece of ribbon if you're crafting along with me. You should have several little pieces of designer series paper. So you have a piece that looks like this with these cute little Valentine suckers on them. If you did not get a packet, but you're crafting along at home with me, your designer series paper will measure, let me give you these measurements, 3 3/8. Don't you love it when there's eighths? By 2 3/8. That's the size of this piece, 2 3/8 by 3 3/8. Then you also have 2 longer strips of the designer series paper. These are 1/4 inch by 3 3/8. You have 2 of those. And then you also have a smaller, a shorter piece. It's also 1/4 inch wide, and it is only 2 3/8. So those are kind of all of our parts. All right, now I'm going to be stamping on this. In your packet, your piece is probably ready for you. And the set that I'm featuring mostly tonight is this cute little Valentine set. It's called Nuts and Bolts. It is in this mini catalog. That's where you'll find it. And at first I thought, oh, this is perfect. Cute little Valentines for my grandchildren and so forth. But I'm telling you, the more that I have used this stamp set, the more in love with it I've become. It doesn't even have to be just for kids. I have made cute Valentine cards with these adorable little robots. So not just for children. So the first thing we're gonna do, and if you are new to stamping, this is so great. This is a great place for you to start because you're going to learn a lot of tips and tricks along the way. All right, the first thing I'm gonna do is use a black ink pad. Oh, and let me tell you, some of you that have just joined in, and maybe I was already mid-sentence, welcome to Stampin' Bingo Night. We are gonna do 3 projects tonight, and we are playing bingo in between each of the projects. So we will get started with bingo right after we finish this project, all right? All right, the first thing I'm gonna do is take this cute little robot holding the heart. I'm gonna ink up my stamp with my black ink pad. And I'm gonna stamp him right in the middle of that white cardstock. This is just basic white cardstock, like so. All right, then I want to show you how I can cut this out with a fancy little die. So I'm going to bring in my mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. This is the smaller of the 2 machines that we carry. And usually I stand up to do my die cutting, so it's a little bit tricky when I'm sitting down for these lives, but we'll see how I do. I am going to make my little sandwich here of these platforms, put my stamped piece there, and then I'm using a die from a set called Tasteful Labels. I really like this because it's got a bunch of different shapes of tags and labels. So I'm going to use this one. I used this one quite a bit at Christmas too, if you watched any of my card tutorials. Okay, so we're going to use this one. It gets laid on here like so. And a top plate to cover it. And I'm going to run this through my machine. Let's see if I can do it without standing up. All right, Evelyn is here. Hi, Evelyn from Massachusetts. Welcome. Thank you for staying up to stamp and play. All right, and now I have my cute little robot that has been cut out with that die. All right. Time to do some coloring. So grab your markers. I'll show you what I'm going to be using. I'm using the Stampin' Blends markers. Each color comes in a set of 2, a light and a dark. And so I am using, I'm using Smoky Slate, but Gray Granite, if that's the one you have, that would also work nicely. So I'm going to use Smoky Slate. I'm just going to add some color here to my robot. And I'll tell you what, all of you, my stamping friends, if there is a comment or a question that I really need to address and I miss it, I'm going to let you remind me here in a minute when I get a chance to catch up on the comments. Stephanie says her scissors are not doing justice. So what Stephanie is saying is she doesn't have the die or the die cutting machine perhaps, so she's using some scissors. You can simply cut this out with in a circle, a square, any shape that you can manage with your scissors. So do your best, Steph. Hi, Patsy, welcome. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm taking my lighter of the two grays, and I'm going to color in my robot. Now you can color your robot any color you want. I'm sticking with gray, pink, and red for this project. But there are not a lot of rules at all when you stamp with me, or at all, I suppose. All right, so I've got my lighter gray on my robot, the top and the bottom. And I'm going to take the darker gray and do the area below that. When I first started the live tonight, I was thinking that I would be playing some music from my laptop just in those first 3 or 4 minutes before it was actually quite 6:30. And I ended up fiddling with so many different things that I completely forgot to start any music. So it's kind of good because now I didn't have to remember to turn the music off. See, it worked out great. I'm going to grab my pink. This is Flirty Flamingo. I will mention that the paper we're using, the pinks that are suggested to use with this particular paper are Blushing Bride and Petal, Blushing Bride and what's the other pink? Yes, Petal Pink, but I'm really partial to the Flirty Flamingo. It's a little bit brighter, so that's why I chose that. I'm going to take the Flirty Flamingo and do just this little kind of cap parts on his head. I don't know, are there technical robot part terms? If there are, I don't know what they are. And then I'm going to do his little hands or claws. I don't know. What does a robot have? You guys let me know if I should be using technical robot terms. I'm glancing up to see, okay, you guys, this is pretty good. My comment window is really small tonight, so this will be fun when we get to bingo. It'll be fun with me trying to keep up. Okay, so with my pink, I have the little hands, part of the robot, the feet. I realized that I did not color the neck and the legs, so I did those in dark, my dark gray, like so. Okay, we're gonna take red now and color in the heart. I'm gonna go ahead and use 2 of the real red. I'm gonna use the light and the dark. So the first thing I'm going to do is fill in the heart. This is with light real red, and I'm using the brush tip of the marker. I get a lot of coverage. One nice thing about the Stampin' Blend markers is they are alcohol markers, which means that there's an evaporation process that occurs when you're coloring with them. And because of that, you're able to add colors one on top of each other, or lighter and darker, and they blend beautifully. You can do shading and blending that you never thought possible if you're not an artist, which I'm not. So I've got a little bit of that dark red just on that one side, and you can see it blends in nicely. It doesn't look like my marker started and stopped. Okay, and then if you want to with your marker, you can also, it's up to you. You can make his little antenna top here red. You can also put red dots on these side ones if you wish, but when we get to the end, we're actually going to put embellishments on that, so you don't even have to worry too much about him. Okay, so I'm going to set him aside. Robin Whitmarsh, how are you, my dear? I haven't seen or heard from you in too long. Hello. Cecilia's here. Hi, Cecilia. Oh my goodness, this is so much fun. Okay, let's do this. Go ahead now and take your box, all right? And what I want you to do is go ahead and fold all of the little fold lines. So you're just getting the box ready to assemble by making it pliable. Okay, so just kind of back and forth on all of those little score lines. Robin, I'm so happy you tuned in. It's a surprise. I didn't know you were going to be here tonight. Robin was in my stamping group when she lived here in California, but moved to Texas a while ago. So it's just not the same without you here, Robin. Okay, so you've got all of your parts kind of bendy now. I'll show you how this is going to go together. You'll notice that one side of the box is a little bit glossy. The other side of the box is matte, and that's the side with the adhesive tape also. The reason that Stampin' Up! Usually does this with a little bit of a glossy side is it's most of the boxes that we sell are food safe. So that if you do put like treats in here or a baked good or something, it's got kind of a coating on there that's food safe. So these little flaps are going to fold up. These are going to fold up like this. You can kind of see where we're going here. These parts, I'm going to remove the backing tape from this in a minute. This is going to come up as well on top of those flaps, and it's just going to seal together like that. All right, before I seal it, I'm going to show you that one more time. These small flaps are going to fold in. The flaps with the adhesive are going to fold up over those tiny ones. I'm going to remove this adhesive backing, so that's going to be sticky here in a second, and then this is going to come together like so. All right, let's do it. Don't talk about it, do it. I'm going to release only one side at a time. That kind of helps you manage with things not getting all sticky and out of whack before you're ready for it. So I'm going to do that side like so. Isn't that nice? It's so easy, especially with the adhesive already being on the box for you. Again, these come 10 to a package for $10. So each of these little boxes is only $1. Now I've got the second side and I have sealed that one. And then these fold in. It's kind of like a deck of cards at this point, a box that would hold a deck of cards. And it's almost like the size of conversation hearts. I think it's a little bit smaller, but you get the idea. So now we're going to decorate our box. So back to the back to your paper and grab your adhesive. We're going to put a little bit of adhesive on the back of this piece. Now, if you're using a liquid glue, remember a little goes a long way, and you don't want glue squishing out the sides. So don't use too much. And if you're using a dry tape or type of adhesive, you won't have that problem, but you have to be a little bit more careful when you line your piece up because you'll only have one shot at getting it on there straight. So often I will reach for my liquid glue just because it gives me a little bit of wiggle room if I need to slide my paper into place. Okay, so there we've got the lollipops on the front of the box. Super cute. All right, now we're going to take the two long pieces. All right, how's everybody doing? Oh, origami. Yes, Janaea is a little bit like origami, trying to get all those tabs and flaps in the way that they go. You'll get it. Okay, on your one of your longer strips, you're going to put adhesive on the back. It goes on the side here of the box with the lollipops, and I think they look like Tootsie Pops. See, I was able to slide that a little bit. I had the luxury of time because of the liquid glue. All right, and then we're going to put the other long strip on this side. Now, for those of you who are just watching tonight, you can always re-watch. You can watch the replay. You can watch it here on Facebook. It'll live on my page, and you can also watch it on my YouTube channel. And it's kind of fun because sometimes on a Tuesday night after a long day, you want to participate, but you're tired, and maybe you want to craft another time. So it makes it nice that you can go back and watch the replay. Now we're going to put that small piece right here. All right, Stephanie, you got your box together. Awesome. Okay, and again, I am just going to keep moving along. Hopefully I won't get too far ahead. This piece is going to go at the top. This was the top flap of the box. Okay, I have mine tucked in, and I'm just going to put my cute designer series paper. You know, we didn't talk about it, but you did see it. Our designer series paper is double-sided, so not only do you have the cute patterns that are on one side, but you also have a B side that sometimes is even cuter than what I consider the A side. You have lots of choices. Okay, you can see where this is headed. Our little robot is eventually going to go right here. Let's go ahead and stamp our words, okay? And then we will assemble this. In your packet, you have a long skinny strip of basic white cardstock. I'm going to be stamping the words Happy Valentine's Day on this. I do want to mention that this stamp is not in the nuts and bolts set. I borrowed it from a different set called, I think it's called Sweet Conversations. It's a different Valentine set. And the words in nuts and bolts are super cute, but this one fit better for my plan. So I'm going to stamp Happy Valentine's Day onto the white strip. If yours is already prepared, you're going to be ready for the next step. Oh, I don't like it. I'm going to flip it over. Okay, so that's really nice about this type of crafting. If you make a mistake, you flip it over and try again. Paper is super cheap. Okay, we'll see if we can like this one better. All right, now I'm going to take some scissors, and you can do this at home as well, and just make some angle cuts. I'm going to take the end where the word day is, and I'm going to angle from the corner up, and then I'm going to turn it over, and on the happy side, I'm actually cutting like the same direction, but I flipped the paper, and I'm going to cut that at an angle. Kind of makes it look more creative than straight across. All right, and then we're going to get all of our pieces together and finish our box. Okay, go ahead now and take your ribbon. This is called Real Red Faux Linen Ribbon. You can feel how soft it is. It's going to be really easy to tie on our box. So you're going to loop it around the bottom and up to the top. I'm kind of seeing if my ends are somewhat even. All right, now if you are watching and playing along tonight with a friend, this is where it comes in handy because your friend can help you hold your box while you tie your ribbon. But if you are by yourself, you can do it. Okay, just kind of get it anchored there like so. And now we're just going to tie a bow. Now, if you are a terrible bow tire and this is frustrating to you, just tie a knot. You can tie a knot at this point, trim your ends, and it's going to be just fine. If you want to go ahead and attempt the bow, how many of you learned the rule right over left and left over right? That will help you make a bow that has pretty flat loops and doesn't look too wonky when you're finished with it. All right, there's my bow. And I could take scissors and trim these ends. I'm not going to take the time to do it while we're on camera, but look at how cute. Okay, we're going to take our robot now and attach him right here to the front of the box. So grab whichever adhesive you're using. I'm going to show you how to use dimensionals. This is a 3-dimensional foam dot, and it will just give a little bit of height to the robot. So you can still use your liquid glue or your tear and tape, whatever you have. Put some adhesive on the back of the robot, and then let's attach him to the front. I'm going to put it kind of in the center, but slightly higher, just because I know that we're going to add our words to this at the bottom. All right, he's coming together nicely. And then I will I'm just going to use some tear and tape on the back of this. Remember, this was my boo-boo side. So any kind of adhesive that you're working with is just fine right now. Remember, that's my back side. Here's the front. And then I'm going to attach the words right here, centered on my box. Sticks out a teeny bit, but I don't think that that is bothersome at all. I'm just going to press that down. And we have our cute robot Valentine treat box. Okay, now let's finish this with some red rhinestones. In your bag, if you have a packet, you have 4 red rhinestones. We're going to use 3 of them now and 1 later. So locate your rhinestones. And when you take a rhinestone off of the plastic backing sheet, you want to make sure that you get under the rhinestone so that you're picking up the glue with it. Sometimes that's hard with your fingernails, so I just use a tool. This is an old one. This is the current one. This is called the Take Your Pick tool. It has a bunch of different tools on it, but all you want to do is get underneath it. You can also do this with the tip of a pair of scissors. That will work too. I'm going to put my rhinestone right on his little antenna so it looks like it's lighting up. Beep, beep, beep. And I'm going to use 2 more. Like I said, you probably have 4 in your packet. We're going to use 3 now and 1 later. All right, so here's a second one on the side. Oh my gosh, doesn't that just make it so cute? And then our last one. So these are red rhinestone jewels that we do sell in the embellishment section of the Stampin' Up! Catalog. Cute. And there you have our first project of the evening. I'm going to take this one more step just in case you are a person that likes all of the sprinkles and all of the extras. This is a product called Shimmery Crystal Effects, and it does come and go in our catalog offerings. And what this is it's like a gooey, clear substance that stays puffy once it dries. So this would be super cute inside this heart. I'll show you. I'm just going to squeeze it on. Now, it takes a little bit of time to dry. So when I'm done with this one, I'll show you one that's already dry. And literally, you just kind of squeeze it out, push it into place with the tip of the applicator, and then you set it aside to dry. And let me switch this one out to one I did the other day. Then when it's all finished, you have this raised, glossy area. It's red because of the red marker that was underneath it, because the product is clear. And I hope you can see that. Oh, I can see in the light, you can see the shimmer. That's a fun way to finish this as well. All right, so there's our project number 1. How did you do? Let me see. Let me know if you are with me, if you're lagging a little bit behind. Hi, Patsy. Welcome. Okay, cool. And we are getting ready to jump into bingo. Let me clear out my space a little bit. Also, in your in the comment box, if you have not said hello yet, go ahead and type in there. It's going to be really important that you are using the chat box, and that's because in bingo, you're going to need it. Thank you, Robin. Kathy, you're sticking with this? Awesome. Okay, you guys are doing great. All right, I'm going to clear my space. I'm going to grab the bingo numbers, and I'll explain how this works because I know some of you are playing for the first time. So this is what's going to happen. I'm going to reach into the bag. I'm going to pull out a number. This is an example, okay? We're not really playing yet. So for example, if I pull out the number 14, if you chose 14, now remember when you registered, you selected 5 numbers. Those are the numbers you're playing with. So let's say that 14 was one of your numbers. Then in the chat box, you are going to type B because this gave you your B. When I pull the second number, again, this is just practice. This isn't for real. It's an 8. Let's say that you also had 8 as one of your numbers. Then in the chat box, you would type B-I, if that was the second letter that you got. If 8 was your first letter, you're just going to type B. If 8 was the second letter, you're going to type B and I, because you're going to slowly start spelling bingo. Let me answer some questions and then I'll continue. Yes, the 4th rhinestone, we're going to use it on a different project. So hang on to it, okay? So save it. All right, back to bingo. So you're going to be watching the numbers. When I pull out a number that matches one of the 5 you gave me, you're going to type in the chat box, if that's your first letter, first number that you got that matches a letter, you're going to type in B. If it's your second one, you're going to type BI. If it's your third time that your number comes up, you're going to type BIN until you've spelled out the whole word. The first person to bingo is going to win a prize. Laura, I will tell you your numbers. I have all of your numbers. So if anybody else needs the numbers, I'm going to give them to you if you ask. Laura, here we go. You are 3, 8, 11, 14, and 21. Is there anybody else who does not know their own numbers? I'm going to wait for just a moment and see. If you need to know your numbers, type in the comment box. If you're trying to call me or text me, I can't answer you right now because I'm filming through my phone. So if you need to get a hold of me, you have to do it in the comment box. Okay, I'm going to wait for just another minute and see if anybody else needs their numbers. Once we get a bingo, I will check the numbers against what came up on the screen against my sheet and make sure that you really have bingo. So hang in there, because if you got bingo also, you might end up being the winner if there was a mistake on the first one. Okay, so we're going to begin. And again, if you're a little bit confused, you will recognize how this goes in just a moment when you start seeing all of the regulars typing in. All right, here we go. These are all shaked up, shaken, shook. And the first number is 16. 16 is the first number. So if you chose 16 as one of your 5 numbers when you registered, then right now you're going to write a comment that says B. I will see it with your name, so you don't have to put your name. It'll automatically come up with your name. The first one is 16. All right, the second number, here we go, is 9. 16 and 9. And I know I have a delay as I'm viewing. Oh, here we go. Okay, we have a B. We have a couple of B's, a couple more B's. Awesome. Okay, Cecilia, we're always laughing because you are Miss Lucky and you are in with a B. Awesome. You guys have totally got this going down. There's another B. Ashley Cabin has a B. Okay, I'm going to pick another number. Here we go. We've got 16, 9, and 3. So if that's the first letter, the first number that matched, then go ahead and type your B. If you have 2 at this point, you're going to, okay, Stephanie has BI. Cheryl is in the game with a B. Robin Snodgrass has a B. Kathy has a B. Taja, oh, lots of B's now. Okay, here we go. The next number is 1. The number 1. Okay, you guys are doing great. I'm watching the letters come in as you're typing. We have several B's, a couple of BI's, a couple more BI. All right, here we go with another pull of a number. 14. Number 14. All right, and the next one, 5, number 5. All right, we've got some BI. I haven't yet seen anybody get their in. Sheila is in with a B. Hi, Sheila. Nice to have you. B-I, B-I. Laura's in with a B. Evelyn, B. Okay, you guys, this is turning into a game. Here we go. The next one is 21. That always seems like it's a popular number when you guys are registering. Let's see what happens with 21. Oh, Laura, no. No what? No anything? Or in? Oh, B-I-N. Okay, we have a couple B-I-Ns. B-I-N, B-I-N. I'm watching the comments scroll. B-I-N. Okay, here we go with another number. Lorianne's also in with B-I-N. 11. Number 11. Let's see how this goes. B-I-N. Couple more B-I-Ns. Oh, I see my first B-I-N-G. There's two B-I-N-Gs. Okay, we're getting down to it. Let's see what happens. 6. Number 6. That could have done it for some of you. Let's see. B-I-N-G. B-I-N-G. All right, I'm going to draw another one. Again, if you get bingo and I recognize your name, or if I call out your name and then somebody else gets it, that's okay. We'll see how it pans out. 10 is the next number. 10. Okay, we still have B-I-N-G. Lots of B-I-N. All right, here we go. The number is 4. Number 4. I remember one of the games last month. We got almost to the end of the numbers before anybody got a bingo. Okay, guys, we have lots of B-I-N, a few B-I-N-Gs. Shake, shake, shake. I'm shaking them. 25, the number 25. I know some of you picked 25. Look at you guys, B-I-N-G, B-I-N-G. Anybody? Anybody? B-I-N-G. Bingo, Lorianne. Okay, I've got Lorianne with a bingo. I'm watching. Star jumped in with a B. Lots of B-I-Ns. You guys I know can see too, so let me know if I missed. Right now I'm seeing Lorianne Schwartz with bingo. Stephanie's confirming. Yay, Lorianne. Awesome. Okay, so I do have a gift that I will be sending to Lorianne. And actually, I usually tell you guys this ahead of time, but I have them stacked right here. The first gift of the night for that first bingo is, okay, I'm going to show you this, but I'm going to go get one that's already open. This is a beautiful pack of designer series paper. It's called Sunshine and Rainbows. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm going to reach way behind me. I want to be able to show you, wait, let me get my microphone back on. I want to be able to show you these papers. They are so beautiful. Okay, so take a look at these beautiful papers. I mean, you can see the fronts, the backs, the colors are gorgeous. All kinds of delightful projects can be made with this gorgeous paper. And this is going to be going off in the mail to Lorianne Schwartz. Congratulations, Lorianne. Oh, okay, it's beautiful. All right, we're going to go on with our second project. Let me get rid of our bingo numbers until we're ready for them again. All right, if you are creating along with me tonight, you are going to want to get your packet that has these little bits in it. You've got a square piece of white cardstock folded like a little gift enclosure, and you have a piece of designer series paper with hearts on it. If you are not stamping with me tonight, but you want to know the measurements so you can do it in the future, this is 2 3/4 inches square. This piece is a 3 by 3 square. So that means the paper itself is 6 inches by 3 inches, scored and folded in the middle at 3. All right, now let me show you what else is in your little packet. You should have a piece of twine that looks like that. And then a couple other pieces. I know some of yours are prepared and mine are not because I'm going to stamp them for you. So you may have a piece that looks like this and this. We're going to set that aside. All right. On this project, it's kind of a choose your own adventure because you've got some choices to make. Oh, I'm going to move this guy way out of the way because remember how my little heart there is wet? I don't want to stick something in it. So I've got him moved out of the way. All right, we are making a tiny little gift enclosure or tag. This would be super cute hanging from a gift bag or tucked into the ribbon on the top of a present. So that's what I'm picturing. And you can decide, first decision that you'll make, if you, oh, wait, Sandy, what? Don't forget to show us the dry heart robot. Okay, I did, but I will bring it in again. This is the one that was done ahead of time and it's dry. Is that what you wanted to see? I'm not sure. It's all shiny and puffy, but it is dry to the touch. I'm not sure if that's what you wanted to see. If it's not, ask your question again because I'm confused. Okay, the first question or the first decision that you have to make is if your little tag is going to open this way with the fold at the top or if you want it to open sideways. Okay, so you can just decide that right now. I'm going to make, let's see, I've made different ones. I'm going to make this one open sideways. Okay, but it's totally up to you. Your second decision is this piece of paper. If you want yours to be heart, love, Valentine, pink and red, then you're going to choose to use this side of the paper like so. But if you want it to be rainbow stripes, you can use this side. I'm going to use this side because I'm going to make mine a birthday tag. So again, this is all kind of Valentine stuff, but you can change it to make it something else. So mine's going to be birthday. Take your adhesive, and depending on which side you're going to use, go ahead and attach that piece of Designer Series paper to the front of your little gift enclosure. All right, and now I would love to have you tell me in the comment box if you're making a Valentine tag or a birthday tag. I'm doing the birthday one. My stripes are going to go vertically and my card is opening like this. So I'm just going to stick mine on. Super easy. All right, I've got some comments coming through. You guys appreciate the packets, especially when you are new to this kind of crafting. It helps to start with all of the parts ready for you to get going because you probably don't have a lot of things to start with. I'm noticing that my cutting was really off when I did this one, so I'm trimming it with my scissors. All right, otherwise it was going to bug me. So at this point, your tag either opens like this or like this, and you've either chosen the hearts on the front or the stripes. Now for our stamping. This time, from that same nuts and bolts set, we're going to use this little robot holding the flower. Oh, he's adorable. So back to my black ink pad. I'm going to ink this up. And stamp on the basic white cardstock. If when you're stamping, if you don't do it, a nice clean image and you're not happy with it, you just flip your paper over and try again. It's very forgiving. I am cleaning my stamps on a Simply Shammy, which I'll pull into view right now. This is actually how a Simply Shammy looks. It's one piece like this. I've cut mine in two, typically because when I'm running classes, I get two for the price of one, and I can split these into separate cases. But it works the same way. You just get it wet with plain water, And this cleans the ink off of your stamp so that you're ready to go the next time. And the ink, this will rinse out every couple of stamp sessions. I'll take it to the sink and rinse it out really good. But it does kind of turn it into a little bit of a graffiti art pad because the ink does kind of stay on there. All right, so my stamp is clean for future use. Now let's go back to our coloring markers or pencils, whatever you're using. And what did I choose this time? Okay, I'm gonna go for my gray again. And I'm going to color the whole robot in light gray. This is, what did I say? Smoky slate. So I'm gonna do all of the metal of my robot in the light smoky slate. I'm gonna switch to the bullet end. It's kind of small. You've got a marker end and a bullet end. So depending on how big the area that you're trying to color is, helps you determine which end of the marker to use. All right, so I'm coloring in, trying to not take a million minutes to do this. And I'm gonna go ahead and do the whole robot body. All right, I'm gonna peek up. I've got Robin Snodgrass is doing birthday. Stephanie's doing birthday. Patsy's doing Valentine. Laura's doing Valentine. Lorianne went with stripes. Okay, we have a really good mix. I love when that happens. And I love that you had the opportunity to choose. All right, with whichever color you are using, go ahead and finish coloring your robot. All right, and I am going to grab my darker gray now. You can see again the benefits of these Stampin' blends. I'm gonna just kind of outline a couple of the sections. And while it's still just gray, it kind of gives it a little bit more of an artistic look. It's kind of fun. Maybe in here I'll do his little jaw. All right, and then this time, I will go with pink on the head again. I'm going to use my dark of the Flirty Flamingo. Last time I used the light. This time I'm going to go dark. So I'm going to do the top and the sides of his head. I also will mention that there's actually a marker called a color remover. And if you kind of like go in an area that you didn't mean to, the color remover, although not exactly like an eraser, but it does kind of smudge out your boo-boo. So I'm telling you, we try to think of everything to help you have a positive experience. Okay, I've got hands, feet, part of the robot's head done in the pink. And then I'm going to do these bendy parts, his arms, legs, neck. I'm going to do those red this time. Okay. And then while I've got my red, I will do the flower, which is so cute. I think this is like a little, it's obviously a metal part, like a cog. Is this a cog? A gear? Maybe it's a gear. Maybe that's the right thing. See, I know how to do like the crafting. I don't know the technical terms for roboting. All right, I want to show you a different die. So I'm going to cut this out with a square from the Layering Squares. And I think, I think I need this size. Now I'm wishing I had done this ahead of time, but it's okay. I think I'm right. Okay, we're gonna go for it. I'm gonna bring in my mini cut and emboss machine. As I mentioned, there is a larger machine that does the same thing, but it can also accommodate larger dies. The mini will accommodate most of our dies, but some of them are very large, and only those extra large ones will not fit in the mini. All right, so I've lined my, oh, I'm going to scoot this over. I've lined my die up around my image, and I'm going to put the plate number 2 on top and send it through. I told you that you were going to love these robots and that anybody would love to get a robot card, not just children. Okay, so I can pop that out. Oh, super cute. See how that gave that little scalloped edge? Very nice. That was the layering squares set of dies. All right, let's put this together. Grab your adhesive and put it on the back of your robot piece. It's just gonna go, remember I said mine was gonna go this way. If yours is going this way, orient your paper the correct way. All right, that's gonna go on like so. Then I'm going to take a hole punch, just a typical hole punch like you would have from an office store. This is nothing fancy. And actually, my daughter Ashley and I were laughing because she was crafting earlier this week and she could not locate her hole punch. So she said she had to just like hand make a hole and then put the ribbon through it, and it was just fine. So you have permission to do whatever you have to do to get a hole in the corner of your little tag, because that's where we're going to put our twine. All right, so somehow manage a hole. If you don't have it handy right now, you can always add your twine later, okay? Don't get too caught up on that right this minute. I will show you how I'm going to put the twine in, and you can follow along with me, or if you need to do this part later, you'll at least see how I do it. I'm going to take the 2 ends of the baker's twine. I'm going to thread them through from the back to the front of the card. Okay, from the back to the front. Then I'm going to take this loop, reach through and grab those 2 ends and just pull it through. It gives it a nice little snug hold right there without having to tie a knot or anything of any kind. All right, so there's the front of our cute little tag. Now at this point, it's totally up to you which greeting you want to put on the inside. If you're doing the Valentine's one, you may want to add, "You make my heart go beep." If you're doing a birthday theme one, you may want to use the HB2U. So in order to get that, I'll show you what I did. I just took my HB2U stamp and black ink, stamped it on a piece of white cardstock. This would be the same method depending on, no matter which stamp you were to choose. And then I have a small oval punch here. It's just a handheld punch. And I can just punch that out. Now I'm going to teach you something that's good to know. If you don't need it tonight, you may need it in the future. Okay, so for the inside of this, couldn't I just stamp on the inside here? Absolutely, you totally could. But I am going to teach you this because I've done this, and I know that other stampers have done this before. They get all the way to this part. They've stamped correctly, they've colored beautifully, they've glued everything together. They go to finish the inside and then they mess it up. And you're like, are you kidding me? So yes, you could definitely stamp your greeting on the inside, but in the event that you were to mess that up, instead of throwing the whole thing away and starting over, that's where this little method comes in handy. Stamp your greeting on a separate piece, punch or cut it out, and then it can go on the inside. So if I had stamped in here and messed it up, why don't I do it? Okay, let's just do it. Okay, so if I was doing this and I grabbed my stamp and oh my gosh, I stamped it upside down, okay? That kind of stuff happens. So I stamped on a separate piece, punched it out, and then you can cover it up and no one will ever know. So lots of ways to correct your mistakes if you need to. And there is our project number 2. All right, how did you do? Cheryl says, yes, she's done that. Gotten to the very end and messed it up or stamped it upside down. Let me show you a couple others that I made that are along this same line. Here is a Valentine one. If you did the hearts, yours probably looks like this. I also on this one took a red marker and just drew a little bit of red, so it looks kind of like his little lights are flashing. That one is a Valentine tag. I also did, let's see, this one had a different cut of the paper, so just different color stripes. This is the one we made tonight. And then this one, I colored the rainbow, colored the robot in rainbow colors. So it doesn't have to be one size fits all. You can do whatever you are in the mood for. All right, so there's a couple. Oh, this one I stamped some hearts on the inside as well. Okay, let's set those aside and jump into bingo game number 2. Good luck, good luck. I'm going to mention as I'm cleaning my space that if you joined us as the live has been going on and you haven't said hello, please type in the comment box. Say hello, let us know where you're watching from. And you may have done it and I missed it. So if I didn't say hello to you, give me another chance and let me know that you're here. Okay, we're gonna get all that out of the way. Bring our bingo numbers back in. Okay, this second bingo game, the prize, this is how we're doing the second one. If you got a packet and you're crafting along with me tonight, then the prize is actually a little bit higher level. And we are playing for this stamp set. It's called Awesome Otters. And it has these cute little guys on here. Oh, I want to show you a card stamped with these because that always helps to see what you can do with it. Sorry, I had to go outside of my reach. Okay, here's a couple cards that I stamped with the same stamp set. This one is brand new and this will go to the winner if the winner is stamping along with me tonight with a packet. If the winner of the second game did not choose to get a packet this time, that's totally fine. And I will be mailing the sample project to the winner in that case. All right, here are some cute cards made with those little otters. This little guy, he's kind of standing up or doing a dance. This one's in the water. Really adorable stamp set. Okay, so here we go. Bingo game number 2. The first number is 3. We have a number 3. Okay, remember if that is a number that you chose, then you'll type B in the comment box. The next one is 5. All right, we've already got some B's. We've got some B's, we've got some B's. 3 and 5. All right, the next number is 11. Some of those numbers were from the first game too, huh? 3, 5, and 11. We have a BI, and we have several B's so far. All right, the next number is 23. Number 23. Okay, B, B-I, B. Robin, Robin Snodgrass, you are in this for the big win, aren't you? Just to keep myself straight, and so you guys know, I make a note of the winners so that later when we go back, I remember who gets what. And let's see. Okay, so I'm going to write those down. Here comes our next number. We've got some B, some BI, and number 1. Number 1. We have B, B-I. I am scrolling to see if I've missed anything that I need to address. Are you guys doing okay? All right. I'm going to pick another number. All right, here we go. Number 19. Okay, I've got B, B-I, B-I-N, B-I-B. All right, we've got a game, ladies. The next number is 21, number 21. All the numbers are in this bag, I promise. I should have dumped them all out at the beginning to show you. Some of these are repeat numbers. We've got lots of B's. We have a B-I-N-G at this point, Kathy Sherm. Number 22. B-I-N, B-I-N. Awesome. Okay, Lorianne was our winner the first round. Let's see who's going to take it this time. B-I, B-I, B-I-N. Number 4. Number 4. Do we have anybody new jumping in? Robin's got B-I-N. Robin Snodgrass. Sorry, I've got a couple Robins tonight. Cecilia, you got your B-I. Lori Ann. All right, here we go. Here comes another one. Number 2. Number 2. I haven't seen any G's yet. I've got B-I, B-I-N, B, B-I. There's a new one with B, B-I. Very good. Okay, another number. Here we go. Number 17. That's one I haven't pulled yet tonight. Number 17. All right, Star. Star's got a B. Come on, good luck, good luck. B-I-N, B-I-N. Number 25. Oh, 25 got played last time too. B-I-N, B-I-N. Okay, we're not quite there, but we're getting close. I have number 20. B-I, B-I-N, B-I-N, B-I-N-G. Uh-oh, we're getting there. B-I-N-G. Okay, I'm going to draw another number. We are getting close. We have several B-I-N-G, like 4 or 5 B-I-N-G. Number 15 is next. Let's see if that did it. Still B-I-N-G, B-I-N-G. I'm watching B-I-N-C. Oh, B-I-N-G. Oh, we have a race. The next number is 10. Look how many numbers we've pulled. All right, number 10. Christine's in the game. She's got B-I. Stephanie, B-I-N-G. We still have a lot of B-I-N-Gs and no winner quite yet. Okay, shaking them up. Number 13. Ooh, lucky 13? Anybody? Bingo. Evelyn? Yes, Evelyn? Okay, we're going to check. And Kathy also. Okay, Kathy, hold on, because I'm going to check Evelyn's numbers first. And if hers are right, she's going to win the prize. And then I do have a consolation prize for a second bingo. But I think Evelyn is the first one with bingo. Evelyn, you and Cecilia are both lucky people. Okay, I'm going to check numbers. All right, let's check Evelyn's numbers. You guys, I'm kind of blanking out. Did I check numbers the first time? Somebody tell me. Okay, here we go. Evelyn, 5, 10, 17, 21, and 25. Those were Evelyn's numbers. Yep, she definitely has bingo. Awesome. Congratulations, Evelyn. Okay, our third project is really easy. I know it's starting to get late, especially for you gals in the South and on the East Coast. So we're going to do our last project. Get your third and final little baggy packet out. We'll do this one and play our last bingo game. Okay, we're going to make a Valentine card. Sandy, thank you. I'm going to go back and double check. Not that I question Lorianne at all, but things happen. So I will go back and double check Lorianne's numbers. Okay, and yes, Kathy had bingo too, and I will make sure that Kathy gets a runner-up prize. And I'm making notes right now. I've got Lorianne as game number 1. Evelyn won game number 2. And then we will see who wins the third. And I will double check these numbers. Okay. So we are making a simple Valentine card. You will have a piece of Highland Heather cardstock to start with. This is 8.5 by 5.5, scored down the middle at 4 1/4. This card is going to be in this direction tonight. All right. Then your other pieces, you have a piece of real red cardstock. This one, in case you're crafting along at a later date, this measures 4 by 2 3/4. Okay, 4 by 2 3/4. Then you have a piece of Blushing Bride cardstock. This is a small piece. It measures 2 inches. Actually, it almost looks like, no, it's not 2 1/8. I think I just was looking at it funny. This is 1 3/4 by 2 inches. And the reason that your measurements on these kind of matter on this one is because our little pieces are going to fit together like a puzzle. Then you have a piece of this designer series paper. The back is super cute too. We're going to use the heart side with the red, pink, and purple hearts. And that piece measures 2 by 1 1/8. And then you'll have your white piece that may be prepared, but I'm going to be stamping this for you right now. So on this one, I'm actually using the same robot that we used on project number 1 on our little box. I'll use my basic black ink pad. If you have general crafting questions about stamping, about the paper, the ink, after tonight, I am thrilled to talk stamping with you. So all you have to do is contact me and I can answer all your questions. If we didn't get to something tonight, if you had a question, and if I missed something in the comments, forgive me. I will scroll back through at the end of the evening and I will be sure and answer everything. If there were questions that didn't get answered during the live. Robin, I miss you too. I'm so glad you found me on here tonight. Why don't you make sure next month that you get a packet and stamp along with us? Okay, I am... Oh, good night, Robin. I know you're in Georgia. I know it's getting late. Thank you for playing along. All right, let's finish this last one up and then we can all go to bed. Okay, grab your adhesive. We're going to attach this real red cardstock to our folded card base. And I'm just going to eyeball center like so. All right, then on this piece of Blushing Bride, this one's already stamped. I will just show you the process of that. So with some real red ink and the stamp that says I'm nuts and bolts about you, I will ink up my stamp and stamp right on the colored cardstock. I wanted to show that to you, especially if you're new, because the stamping doesn't always have to be in black. So this time we stamped with real red ink. And we're going to go ahead and attach this piece as well. Let me show you where your parts go so that you can line them up. This one's going to go down here. Your little piece with the hearts is going to go right above that. And this piece, which actually I'm going to color before I attach mine, is going to go right there. All right, so I will pause and go ahead and do my coloring. This time I'll use Highland Heather, the light and the dark Stampin' blends, and I'm going to color my robot's head. Okay, why don't you guys in the comments tell me what color you are coloring your robot this time? You might be doing purple like I am, or pink, or red, or gray again. So here I have you coloring and typing in an answer to the question. See, I want us all multitasking. I'm so excited that you decided to join in the fun tonight. Our group of Stampin' Bingo players is growing each time. And in fact, I told you that if you referred someone tonight and they played, like if you referred a newcomer and they joined in for Stampin' Bingo night, that I would put your name in for a special drawing, and I have not forgotten that. I made a note. Let's see. Cecilia invited Patty to play. Although, Patty, are you here? I haven't seen you chime in at all. So Cecilia or Patty, let me know if Patty's here. And Janae, my daughter Janae, invited her 3 friends, Clara and Robin and Lori Ann, all from out of state, and they were invited to play tonight. And I saw both Lori Ann and Robin. I'm not sure if Clara made it. I haven't seen her chime in. I'm going to take my dark marker and do some of these other areas as I'm talking. And Taja introduced this whole night to her niece, Ashley. And Ashley has been on and commenting. And welcome, Ashley. So those of you who invited a new person and the new person played tonight, your name is going to go in a drawing for a prize as well. Okay, I've got my light and my dark purple. My whole robot is purple. Oh, thank you, Janae. Okay, there's my update on Clara. I know you're coloring, but if you finish coloring before I do, type in the comments what color you colored your robot. Okay, I'm doing Highland Heather, light and dark on the whole thing. And I'm just adding in a little bit of shading with my dark. Okay, and then I'm going to do a red heart like we did on the first one. So I'm telling you, the robot can be purple, he can be gray, he can be multicolor like this one was. Just whatever you're in the mood for. Highland Heather and light polished pink, gorgeous. Patsy's doing Highland Heather along with me, lovely. Let's see, that was Sandy that's doing hers Highland Heather and light polished pink. Oh, good, Sandy. I'm glad you told Kim about it. Okay, let me keep moving along here. Get my little robot heart colored in. I'm using the light of real red for this one. And now, Stephanie, this is when your other red rhinestone is going to come in. We're going to add that to the top of the sky after we assemble our card. So that's where that's going to go. All right, this piece is just gonna go on here. So we're just putting our parts together. All right, I'm gonna start with this one. Whatever adhesive is handy, grab that, and let's attach our Blushing Bride piece. Now what I'm doing is I'm kind of eyeballing my margins or my borders around this piece. Then I'll do the same with this. I'm kind of eyeballing these margins here. Okay, it's pretty much even. I gave you pieces that were sized to work pretty well. Cheryl, you're using Highland Heather also? Okay. It was fun to color it purple after doing all those other ones gray. I thought it was fun. All right, here's your heart piece. Let's add that. A good lesson on this card is realizing that even a tiny scrap of your designer series paper can really make a card pop. I mean, this is a very simple layout that you could repeat over and over with a different image here, different colors and different paper, but just that tiny little rectangle of the fun paper really sets the tone of this. Glynis, oh my goodness, hi, okay. I have a friend, Glynis, that's chiming in saying that she will be sure and join us next time. I'm gonna make a note, Glynis, because I'll contact you outside of the live and give you all the details for next month, because we will do Stampin' Bingo again next month. I'm so happy you're here, welcome. All right, there's our robot. Okay, now go find those, that last little red rhinestone that you have. Probably one little lone guy on the backing paper. Pop that off. And let's put it on our robot antenna like so. Oh, it's super cute. All right, and there is our simple but quite effective little Valentine card. How did everybody do? All right, thumbs up, hearts, happy faces. Are you guys in good shape? Let's go ahead and play our third game of bingo, and we will wrap it up for the evening. I have a stamp set. Let me see. Let me go back. Lorianne won our first round for the DSP. Evelyn, who did stamp along with us tonight, she had a packet, and so she's going to get the Otters stamp set. Evelyn, make sure that you let me know if you already have that one, okay? Because actually, I don't have a substitute one, so I would send it anyway, and you can either re-gift it or use it with a friend. So that was that one. And then for our third prize, if you stamped along with me tonight because you purchased a packet, then the prize for bingo will be this adorable set with the little sports car and the VW van and the bug. If you are simply watching tonight and did not stamp along and have a packet and you win, then you will be receiving this in the mail if you are the bingo winner. All right, so this is for if you're watching and playing along for free. If you did purchase a packet and you win bingo, this third one, you'll be getting the Driving By stamp set. And, whoop, just fell on the floor. And here, okay, Sandy says she has a missing last red rhinestone. Now, they were all in the first packet. They were in the packet with this. You had 4, and we only used 3. But I know that they can get away from you. So if that's what happened and you don't have any red rhinestones, you live in town, you come see me. We'll get you a rhinestone. If you're in Georgia and you're missing a rhinestone, we're going to have a different solution. All right, here we go. Number 11. It just ran away. Oh, I'm sorry. You know you're going to find it stuck to something. All right, you've got some backup rhinestones you can use. All right, a couple of you already have bees. Awesome. Okay, Evelyn, I don't have. I think that meant you don't have the otter set. Perfect. Okay, so I know it's not a duplicate for you. That's even better. All right, here we go. Oh, already B, B, B. Okay. Number 4. And number 8. Oh my gosh, Sandy, you are so right. We have had so many stories at Stamp Club where something goes missing and people end up finding it on their arm later or on their sweater or on their shoe. Okay, B, B, B. All right, here we go. Here comes the next one. We have 12. Number 12. We've got B, B-I. Sandy found her rhinestone. Yes! All is not lost. Okay, excellent. All right, I'm going to pick another number. You can see them here. We've got 11, 4, 8, 12, and 20. And I'm looking for your letters. I see B. Christine's in the game. She's got a B. Patsy, B-I. Cheryl's got a B. Star is got a B. Star, thank you so much for tuning in. I know we had technical difficulties last month, and this time worked out perfect. Cheryl's got B-I. All right, here we go. Our next number is 22. We have a couple of B-I's. Still a couple of B-I's. Number 9. B-I. B-I. Number 3. B-I-N. There we go. B-I-N. B-I-N. All right. We're getting, oh, we have a bunch of B-I-Ns. Okay, lots of typing. Typing. Ashley, oh, yes, Ashley, Taja's Ashley has B-I. Number 1. Taja's in with a B. $23. Number 23. The next number is 6. B-I-N-G. Janae's in the race. B-I-N-G. I don't know if there's any other B-I-N-Gs. Type in your letters. Okay, we've got lots of B's, a handful of B-I's, a handful of B-I-N, B-I-N-G. All right, here comes the next one. 17. Number 17. Still B-I-N-G. I've had B-I-N-G all 3 times. Patsy's in with B-I-N-G. Okay, I'm going to draw another one. Bye, Evelyn. Evelyn's signing off for the night. 16. Good night in Massachusetts, Evelyn. Number 16. All right, our next number. 10. Number 10. All right, I still see a couple of B-I-N-Gs, but I don't see any bingos yet. All right, I'm going to draw another number, and it is number 25. It could be any time now. We've got a couple B-I-N-Gs. Another B-I-N-G. Another, okay. BI first star. We have lots of people in the running this time and a handful of BING. Okay, the next number is 21. Did that do it for any players? BING. I'm waiting because you're all checking. Oh, I see it. Wait. Janae, you did it. BING. You said you had BING a lot. Now you have bingo. Oh, congratulations. Okay. Anybody else hit bingo on that one? A couple more BINGs. Anybody else hit bingo? I'll wait for a second. Yes. Okay, let's check your numbers real quick. All right, for Janae, we have 1, 9, 11, 13. Wait, not 13, sorry, my eyes skipped. I have the sheet right here. My eyes skipped. 1, 9, 11, 20, and let me line my eyes up again, and 21. There we go. Those were Janae's registered numbers. Congratulations, Janae. Awesome. And you had a packet. So you'll be receiving that adorable stamp set that fell on the floor with the cars called Driving By. Congratulations. And before you all sign off for the evening, I'm going to put this host code back into view one more time. If you would like to order any product, that certainly helps support me and my business. You can do that by going to stampwithjuliebaum.com. Click on Shop Now, and you'll be redirected right to my online store. And when you get to the checkout, if you will just enter this code at checkout, EAK3FFPB, that will link your order to our evening tonight to show me that you ordered as a result of Stampin' Bingo Night. And please do remember to go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. That tells me also how much you're enjoying what we're doing here. I love stamping with you. I love playing bingo with you. This is just so much fun. Thank you for being part, and I will see you again next month. Bye.